So, as I promised, I want to show you how to iterate on the content of the prompt even more in more advanced way. And to do that, I will use the new tool. It's called langsmith. And if you want to have access to it, just write to us in our G underscore AI underscore framework Slack channel, and we will give you access to it. Okay, so you have access, you're on the GitLab workspace. What's next? We come here and we create new prompt. You can specify the system prompt. I will leave system prompt empty as in our previous tries. We'll just copy the prompt we have here, which is the prompt that we were using in the previous videos. We have this original text. This is the place when we will put our actual text that we want LLM to work on. We can add messages. We can add output schema. We can add several things. And run. We will pick the configuration. So which LLM provider we're using. We'll use Anthropic. And we'll use Claude 3 because Claude 3.5 had an outage. We will lower the temperature. We will increase token size to, I think this is, yep. And we will save that. And we'll save this as demo prompt. And now we can edit in the playground. Playground is the place when we will actually iterate. So we will go here. And we need to put some variable here. It's exactly the same as we were doing in Anthropic. So add new variable name of brackets. Okay, so we need to make this like one bracket. Yes, and we will put original text here. So I will find the comment that I want to use. I have a comment here, so I will put it here. And now we can just start. Okay, I put too much tokens. I knew that it was probably too much. Okay. So now we can see how large language model is responding to our prompt with this text put here. Okay, so we have the results, but you can ask me quite rightly, like, what's the difference? I will go to the difference in a second. Now I just show you that we can do the same thing, and in a second I will show you how to use the dataset we created earlier. Okay, so let's talk about using CSV file with like multiple comments, so we can compare results for different inputs. So what we need to do, we need to switch to dataset and now create new dataset. I will upload the CSV that I created yesterday. I will give it an actual name. That would be helpful. So it will be, I will give it a date so it's easier to find. Okay, now the important part is we need to use key value dataset because we have just a column name and the value in the column. So this is important. And as you can see, it recognizes the input fields from the column names immediately. So if you have in your prompt multiple inputs, multiple places that you want to use in a like multiple places that you want to change, that you want to put stuff in. For example, you have an issue, so in one place you put issue name, in one place issue description, and this in the third place, for example, the deadline. You need to specify it here, all those input fields. Output field, this can remain empty. Output fields are important when we create data sets that have like reference output. I will cover that later. Right now, we're going for a simple thing. We have one column. It's original text. Here we have the preview, which is helpful. Yep. And here we add create. Yes. So now, as you can see, we have this data set picked. We have the preview of the outputs, preview of the inputs. I'm sorry. We don't have any expected output, and here we can press start. Okay, we can need to save the prompt to run it. So we commit. We create a commit. It's actually in GitLab. It's easy. And now we create start. Okay, here we have like some connection error. This doesn't matter. Here you have output that we created for this example. We have more connection errors. That's weird. Okay, we can rerun this to get rid of those errors. Maybe something happened on the langsmith or Anthropic side. Okay, so let's run it again to get rid of the errors. Okay, we have almost all. Okay, we have all. We just need to observe this place if the loader is still on. And now I want to like really compare those. So you can, as you can see, you can look here and see the outputs, and you can even annotate. So I'll add some notes to this particular run and this particular example, but you can do it more comprehensively here. You can see the view experiment button. Yes, and here is we have input, we have output, and we can add previous experiments to compare. So this is the experiment we did earlier from, and we can compare them next to each other, which is really helpful because then we can actually see, because here we have the commit name of the prompt. So for example, you have a prompt, you commit it, you run the example, you change the prompt, you commit it, and then you run an example, and then you can compare. You can here compare the results. This is helpful. This is really helpful. This is helpful because we can very easily see those experiments close to each other, and we can also add annotations. We can like view trace. We can annotate. So this is great.